The president should say at the beginning of this press conference?
Well, he should say, as Ron says, I hear you, but he also say what he heard. What he has heard is a very fundamental attack on the public seems to feel, promiscuous expansion of government.
Dana Loesch?
I think that the president loves to always begin sentences with "let me be clear." I think now we see that the American people said, "Let us be clear" with these results tonight. And the first thing I want to hear him say is address these Bush tax cuts, because that's what the majority wants.
That's what I wanted to bring to Donna Brazile. This was a big issue at play, and we should remind our voters, if Congress does not take action in the next before December 31st, taxes will go up for virtually every single American. The president has so far held the line on extending the Bush tax cuts for the wealthy. Will he have to compromise now?
I hope not, George, because first of all, we cannot afford it. One of the things that we saw in the exit polls is that voters are concerned about the deficit. We know that if we extend the Bush tax cuts, that's $700 billion that we don't have right now. I think the president needs to say, I hear you, I'm willing to work with the Republicans, but I'm not going to abandon my core principles. And he needs to talk about jobs and reassure the American people that he has a plan to get this economy moving again.
Well, when you take away the discretionary income of people, they're going to spend less. And when you stick heavy burdens up on the people who create the jobs, those small business owners, the engine of the economy, those tax cuts are going to affect them.
That's 3% of the American people.
But just in point of fact, I mean, even in an electorate leaning right, there was not majority support in the exit poll for extending the tax cuts for everybody. That has never been a majority position. It's going to be an interesting fight. When we talked to the president a couple weeks ago, he said basically, if you want that $700 billion is what the 10-year cost of extending the tax cut for everybody, show me how you're going to pay for it.
Even Democrats who like Chris Coons in Delaware, who won tonight, said we're going to have to extend all the tax cuts for a while. Jake Tapper's at the White House. Any sense of what the president will say about this tomorrow?
Well, you're definitely going to hear a conciliatory tone from the president. This is obviously a setback for his party to lose control of the House of Representatives, as it looks will happen. You'll hear the president talk about areas where he wants to work with Republicans. I think one area that Dana was talking about, the expansion of government that George Will was talking about as well, is not going to be specifically addressed, but the president will talk about the deficit and the debt, working with Republicans to get that down, to reduce the deficit, to reduce the debt. He'll also talk about international issues such as the START Treaty. He'll talk about education, the No Child Left Behind Act that comes up for renewal next year. But I think you're not going to hear, as Ron said, you're not going to hear the president talk about extending the Bush tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans and things that he has said on principle he disagrees with. There will be talk about, as of right now, there's no indication that he's going to give on that issue. He's talking about extending the Bush tax cuts for everyone under the top 2%.
But we also saw the president say in an interview that he thought he somewhat forfeited inspiration and spent a lot of time on process. We'll see that. A quick word from Terry Moran. There's a special Nightline tonight, we know. Terry, what are you hearing?
Well, right now, Diane, I'm at what is supposed to be a victory party, but it's an odd victory party. This Republican headquarters in Washington is very subdued. There's no balloons above me. The music is a very kind of mellow 70s jazz groove, and that's by design. John Boehner, the next Speaker of the House, is going to come out here just about when Nightline starts at about 11:35, and he is expected to have a very serious message, because he and his people know that this is not an endorsement of the Republican leadership in Washington. We are told that he wants to get off the ground running to try to earn their trust.
And we will be watching tomorrow. I remember what President Clinton said after 1994, meet me at the center of the debate.
That's right, press conference from the president, press conference from the Republicans. Thanks for joining us tonight.